What's good, family? It's Reverend Reggie with your Monday Motivational Moment. Happy Memorial Day. Today is Memorial Day, where we celebrate those who have given their lives for this country. Many of which, particularly in our communities, those who have fought for this country when this country would not fight for them. My pastor, Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright, says this. He says, as long as you allow someone else to tell your story, they're going to get it wrong every time. I wonder, do you know the real story of Memorial Day? Memorial Day was founded and started by freed African-American slaves, by freed slaves who wanted to honor those who were in the Union Army but got killed and were placed in unmarked graves. So in May of 1865, they reorganized those graves and gave them a proper burial. That's how the first Memorial Day got started, May 1st, 1865. Remember the story because here it is. Dr. Wright said it. If you allow someone else to tell your story, they're going to get it wrong every time. Another example of that is commemorated this week, June 1st, 1921, there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Don't forget about Black Wall Street. Learn the story about Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was a 30-block radius of black people who had everything in industry and groceries and hotels. I grew up next to the Toole family, whose great-grandfather was the owner of the Stratford Hotel right there, and that was burned during that massacre there in June of 1921. In Black Wall Street, you had everything, and it was burned to the ground because some white folks came from the other side of town and burned it to the ground because of a lie. Because of a lie. Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. Know your story, because what it talks about, what the story of Black Wall Street reminds us of, is that we can do anything in our communities to be self-sustaining that we want to. Think about the fact that how much is farmed out of our communities and how many people come into our communities to siphon stuff from us. No, Black Wall Street reminds us. Don't just think about the fact that Black Wall Street was burned. Think about the fact that Black Wall Street existed and can exist today. We have to invest in our communities. We have to deal with our own businesses and grow our own businesses. We have to invest in our own. Don't let somebody else tell your story. Know your story for yourself, because if they tell your story, they'll tell it wrong every time. They'll tell you that you all didn't start Memorial Day. They'll tell you that the only thing that happened with Black Wall Street is that it got burned to the ground. No, learn your story, because if you let them tell your story, they'll get it wrong every time. I want you to be well. I want you to be authentic. I want you to be, and I want you to be safe this weekend. Peace.